Hey guys, welcome back to another stream. So just to continue from what we did from last video. Um, so in the last video, we migrated our Canvas API from the built-in lower level Canvas API to this library called Canva, which gives us a lot of good things. Um, to interact with the canvas. So as you can see, our code and this index.ts file is a lot more shorter. And we also, in the last video, we also abstracted away the kind of operation mode. So before the change, we can only draw on our board, but now we added this select mode, where ideally, if the user clicks around, they will be able to select the objects they've drawn before. Although this mode is, and this is actually what we're gonna work on in this video, because as you can see, the select here is actually is a fake one because it's using the same draw handler here. Okay, so let's get started. So in these handlers, I just put everything in a single file for now. Yeah. So in addition to the draw handler, we will have a select handler, and it's gonna implement the same thing. And similarly, it'll have a enter method, as well as a exit method. So let's replace this first. Right, it also need to have the same constructor because it needs a reference to board. Okay, so let's follow the example here to see what it does. I think at its core, if we don't, so in this example, you will be able to like drag to select an area. I think we're gonna just start with click one object, select the collect object. So I think the relevant code is in this click tab function here. Yeah, so let's create the event listener now. Click, yes. Oh, I'm stupid. Start board the stage on click. I guess I also add tab here. And this is gonna accept a event. And I assume it's gonna be Canva event object with the mouse event. Okay. So I think I just need to do that, right? It dot target dot So the target, well, I guess I can copy this line here first, or like those few lines. It's basically to handle what does it do if, well, we don't have selection rectangle, so that's fine. This board, the stage, this board, the tr. So this one basically says that if the user clicked on the stage, which is like on the background, instead of on a specific object, then it'll set the selected nodes to nothing or empty. Then otherwise, I guess if it dot target, let's try this. If it's an instance of that, right? Instance of how about the shape? I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Then we do this board.tr that nodes e dot target and then return. Well, let's try that. Right, to actually try that, we need to also I mean, we have a way to do it, just not in the UI, to change the mode from draw to select. Change mode, select. Okay, that, well, I cannot draw anymore, which is good, but I also cannot select. Oh, I'm able to select. It's just like you need to be kind of precise. So, but I'm really having trouble selecting this one though. So maybe it's not working 100%, but at the same time, I don't know what's going on. So I guess I'll add some debug code here, right? I think I just do console.log target no matter what. If I click this one, it's not being triggered. Oh, right, because I need to change the mode. So if I click here, well, it's a line, which is good. Now it's on the stage. That's fine. So if I click here, it's on the stage. I don't know if it's because like the zooming level or something like that. It's like I need to be like on the pixel or something. Oh, that worked. So I guess that's actually good enough for now. Like in the future, maybe we can add something to give it some more leeway on selecting. Like if I click here, it just selects the nearest object or something like that. That's good. So I think for now the next step is if I try to resize the object. As you can see, it's not sending any message to the backend. Right, so it's not sending anything if I resize it or rotate it. So it's not being persisted on the backend, and it's also not broadcasted to the other clients. So that's one of the target I wanna look at next. The other thing is that I do want to have the ability to allow you to drag and select an area. I think this example code is also a very good starting point. So let's try to copy some more code from here. We have the transformer. I think what we really need is this selection rectangle. So let's do that. So this is gonna be a new comma rect. I just copy that. I actually like the color a lot. Okay. And on the enter, we on the board we actually have a transforming layer. So I just add the rectangular here, there, I guess. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Add the selection rect, and I think on exit we just clean that up. I remove that. Oh, that's not how it works. Dot remove children. Actually, what does remove do? Classes. There is a remove children, but this removes all children from the layer. I think maybe I can call the layer shape. Is there a remove function method in shape? Remove. Right, it removes itself from a parent. This is exactly what we want. So I just call remove under selection rect. And also similarly, we need to remove the what's it called, the event listener here. Cool. Now let's copy some more code. So it has a x1, y1, x2, y2, which I think is like the coordinates that defines the position and size of the rectangular. Okay. It sets the rectangular to be visible on mouse down, which is similar to what we're doing when the user starts to draw, right? Okay. And when mouse move, we just change the size and the I guess the position. Yeah, makes sense. Is it possible to just change the position on the fly? I guess so, eh? Well, it's just like copy that. So it have 4 numbers. And let's initialize them with all zeros. Mouse down, mouse move, mouse up. Need 3 of them. Mouse down and touch start. So mouse up and touched. Okay, so let's create the event handlers. So I guess this starts with visible equals to false, and here well get pointer position, and we copy that basically. Okay. Right. And this dot selection rect chords will be x, y, x, y. Right. Yeah, and mouse up. Just copy all that, I guess. Just replace the variable names. So y here. And this is gonna be this the selection rect. So this is gonna be, wait a minute, is it? But it's also changing the value here, so just mirror what's been done in the example code. So this dot chords. So this is gonna be x2, which is the third value. The last one, right? Something like that. That's xy, xy. Okay. And we can do x1, y1, x2, y2. Let's do this, the selection rect chords. Okay. No type error. That's a good sign. Actually, we need a mouse move. Sorry, this should be on mouse move. And mouse up is gonna be here. And what does it do? Okay. Okay. So I think basically it's the same idea. Similar idea. It's basically using the visibility of the rectangular here as a flag. If it's not visible, then we're not in a state where we're trying to select anything. And so we can check the in-click event. Okay, that's a bit hacky, but yeah. It's an example. So here is all the candidates that might be the objects that we want to select. So I think for us, like all the things we want to select would be on this board, the ledger, which is basically all the the objects, where all the objects are at. So okay, we got this box. That's gonna be this select rect. Selected is gonna be shape stuff filter. Why is that? All right, that children. Right, that's good. Okay, and this is gonna be this dartboard, the tr. And in that case, we'll also update the click function to include that one. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. I think we're good for now. Those are some more complicated cases, like if you select something more while the meta key is pressed, or any of the meta keys pressed actually, you basically select the nodes or deselect them based on their original state. But let's try things out first. Okay, I can still draw things, which is good. So I changed the mode, and okay, now I have a selection rectangle going on, so I can, well, this makes things a lot easier if I want to select something like that, right? So that's good. Click. We might come back for these conditions later, but I think for now that's good enough. Now the next thing, as I said, we might want to how should we do this? Maybe we need to have some kind of UI elements somewhere here, like to let the user switch the mode of operation. I do want to use React for this. Well, let's just do that. Oh. Yeah, let's clean up things a little bit. Let's create a folder called lib. And board is going to be here. Let's move everything to here. Actually, types is also going to be here, as well as handlers. Yes. Why is the types ignored? Huh? Oh, I think lib is ignored for some reason, which it shouldn't. Okay, so I moved everything to lib. So board is just gonna be that, I guess, and this file is now empty. Board Okay, no type error at least. Okay, so let's do React. Let's install React first. So npm install React dot. And I need the types. Okay. So I do React from React. And let's create a component. And this is gonna probably take a board ID, right? Let's call it React board. So what is this gonna do is that it's going to create a instance of the board, which I guess in a functional component, I think it's going to be in a ref or something. For instance, I don't think I've done this before, but let's try this. Use ref. Right. So I need to import that. Is it exported? It is. Okay. That's going to be new board. It's going to take a HTML dev element, which I don't have at this point. How about if I just create it here? I mean, this doesn't look like very React, but let's try it out. Okay. So the container is going to be container, and it takes an ID, and that's going to be board ID. Oh, right, it's going to be that. Okay. So what I'm trying to render here is okay, I see. Well, let's try this. Oh, this is gonna be a TSX file. Okay. Let's give it a class name. Container wrapper. So it will have a actual element as the container because I don't need this. Well, let's see. Dev. It's gonna be a board container, and it's gonna be empty because our board will populate that. Then I want to have a toolbar. Maybe beneath it. Toolbar. And well, let's just render hello here for now. So the thing is, how do I can't create a ref for that, right? But it's on the first render, it doesn't exist. So I kind of need to do something like a use effect or something like that, right? So this initially doesn't have any value, I guess. So ref is going to be a container. Okay. Ref. So right. So I think I do need to use React. Use effect. Right. And that's gonna be dependent on container ref.current. If container ref.current, then I initialize the board. Is the board ID. So that makes the board ID another dependency, right? And I call board. Well, let's try this out, I guess. I don't need those lines here anymore. I don't need this one. Do it here. Okay, let's give it a try. Need to adjust it here. So yeah, for now. App container would be document.get element by ID. App. And I'm gonna render the React board onto the app container. And of course, this one takes in ID, and it's gonna be hard-coded 1 for now. Okay, let's try this. Okay, it does not work. Let's see what happens. So that's not working, I guess. It's gonna be ref. And board ref. The current will be board. Okay, the question is why this doesn't work. Well, let's find out. Let's log app container. Does it log anything? So, oh right, I guess it's just not running. Okay. Start. Does not exist. Okay, that's, well, doesn't exist because it doesn't exist. So I guess I change it to TSX. Cannot the file convert. That's in board. Oh, I just haven't moved it here. But that, right. So this needs to be here now. Okay, that works. Let's see if, okay, a container is required. Stage has no container, container is required. I guess it's, oh right, because this needs to be undefined initially. Okay, so yeah, that seems to be working. And draw things here, and it's broadcasted and it's rendered using React, even though this part, the actual whiteboard part, has nothing to do with React. Which I guess we'll find out what should we do here. So the goal here is to give user the option to choose between the mode of operation. Right now we have two modes. The first one is to draw things on the board, and the other thing is to allow user to select stuff. The change mode to select, right? So basically just do that, but on the UI, we allow user to select stuff. Well, I guess this doesn't need to be React, but we're already here, so why not? Well, I guess, I mean, React in this case doesn't help that much. Okay, well, let's try if the hot reloading actually works. Well, it does not. Yeah, I guess it's because there are things that's other than React, so the parser just determines that it's better to do a full refresh. Okay, let's do a button here. Draw. And another button to say select. Right. Does the button have kind of a active state? Not sure. Actually, string of button active state. Huh. So, I mean, I can add a class to it, right? It's not the end of the world. State. Up mode. How about that? And it's gonna take the type loop. It's just gonna be board dot no, board. I don't remember the name. Mode, yeah, board mode. And it's gonna starts with what's it called, board mode draw. Okay, and I think we need another effect here just to keep things in sync. So we do use effect. Right. I guess I guess it's good enough for now. there are a lot of issues with this approach actually, but it's gonna be good for now. Do I need? I mean, I think it's fine. If not this, the board ref current, let's return. Right. Otherwise, desktop board ref dot current change mode, and it's gonna change the mode to current OP mode. Is that right? Well, let's try this. I'll click. Oh, this is not correct at all. Is that a do? Alright, the type is any. Board ref oh, it's what I'm doing. Okay, that's better. Op mode. So on click, we'll do set op mode to draw, and this is gonna do select. Okay, just add a class when it's active, right? Class name goes to empty, equals to active, maybe, whatever. If it's if this dot if this if op mode is equal to that, then it's going to be active, otherwise it's empty. So similarly here to that. This is very ugly, but we'll clean up later. Well, let's try it, I guess. Well, let's add some class here first. So color red. Okay, so it starts as draw, and if I select, it re-renders the whole thing, which is not optimum, but that works, which is great. This got initialized twice. Let's see. I mean, it's not gonna like hurt anything really, but just to make sure. This being called twice. I guess so, right? Not sure. Let's console log this. Hi. Okay, it's oh, where's the here? Here is, oh, I see. So I guess it's just change mode gets called twice, because yeah, that's fine. It's fine. It's this line here. Well, should we do something like if mode is equal to current mode, desktop mode, then we just return, because that's gonna solve that issue. But when I do select, I think the whole thing just get re-rendered. That's not very good. Let's see. So created board that's been called once, which is good. Oh, the join is now working. Oh, I see. Well, it turns out I cannot do this because the first mode here is undefined, is none actually. Okay, you know what? Let's just remove that. Remove this line here. Right, so I will be able to draw things. If I click select, then it gets created again, the board, even though I am able to select things. Okay, let's figure out why. Is it because, so I think this only gets called when the ref changes, right? But the ref is never been changed, I think. This, I think it never gets wrong. Oh, that's interesting. What? Well, that seems to solve it, even though I'm not 100% sure why. But I guess that'll do. Yeah, I'll probably spend some more time later on this. Yeah, but for now, things are working. So the issue I mentioned earlier is that right now we're only syncing the states, like the mode from React to the board. But if I change the board state manually here, if I change the mode to select, and then even though it says draw here in React, it's in fact in selection mode. So I guess it's fine. It's really if we made it clear that this is only a one-way data flow, and we ask user to obey this rule here, I guess it's fine. And I think it's working for us right now. So maybe we'll do something in the future. Maybe do some like event emitter, things like that. But for now, it's good. Okay. So I just noticed something. So if you select something, then if you go back to draw mode, it should clear this rectangle here, which it isn't doing. So we need to fix that. I think this line here, will remove the rectangular from the TR layer, but it's not doing that. Oh, and of course we need to like remove all the event listeners here. What if I just do that? Oh no, that's not the correct here. That's the TR itself. We need to clear the selections like that. Okay, let's try it again. Now I can draw stuff, and if I do that, I can then select the lines I've drawn. If I go back to draw, the selection boxes are gone, which is good. So I think that's it for today. Tomorrow, the plan is to allow user to resize, which we already do, but oh, that's a different bug. I guess we'll look at it tomorrow. Actually, let's try this. In the handler, if the selection is not empty, right? Let's try this. Nodes, tolerance, maybe. Then I just return early. Right. Oh no. Where do I set the invisible to true? It's here. Oh, on mouse. Right. What? What? It's not. What? So it's not going inside here. Let's print that out. It's good. Oh. Okay. Oh, what? Function. Oh, I guess the functions we had. Okay. I guess. Okay, that's good. I'm not also selecting things. Well, I guess it's just like functions also have, in JavaScript, also have a length property, which is probably the arity of the function. Right. Anyways, yeah, so the plan for tomorrow is to not only allow users to do that, but also persist the data in our backend and also broadcast the changes to other clients. But for today, I think we're making very good progress here. Thanks for watching, and please feel free to ask me any questions you might have. Well, see you tomorrow.